Good morning.
Good morning.
I know you can't see me. That's a good thing. I don't know what the heck. We're going to try to find out, but we're going to go ahead and go forward with the last one I did last week. I had a green screen. So it is me, whether you can see me or not. Chambers County Probate Court coming to order. First on the, let's go ahead and swear everyone in. If you'll raise your right hand, anyone that's going to testify.
Swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God.
I do.
You can put your hand down. To the state of James Ray Barrett, cause number 146.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, Ms. Walsh.
Good morning, Judge.
Fixed it. A sticky note over my camera. Real technical stuff. Lauren had to show me. All right, you may proceed, Counsel.
All right. Mr. Barrett, please state your full name.
Tyler Reed Barrett.
And how are you related to Mr. James Ray Barrett?
He was my father.
And he died on August 23rd, 2021.
That is correct.
And he did not have a will, is that correct?
That is correct.
And you're asking the court to enter this as a independent administration
That is correct.
and to appoint you as the executor.
Yes.
And all devices have waived their right and consented to your acting as executor.
That is correct.
And there's a necessity for the administration of the estate, is there not?
Yes.
And you asked the court to waive appraisers.
Yes.
I called my next witness, Your Honor, Mr. Andrew Manbretti.
Yes, sir, you may proceed.
Mr. Manbretti, please state your full name.
Andrew Joseph Manbretti.
And how do you know Mr. James Ray Barrett?
He's my best friend's father.
Well, how long have you known him?
20 years.
And to your knowledge, did he ever talk to you about making a will?
Not to my knowledge, no.
He died in Chambers County, is that correct?
I'm not sure the exact location of death, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
But I know it was Texas, and I know he lived in Baytown.
And he had 3 children, Tyler, who's with us today, Trevor, and one other being
Tiffany.
Tiffany, yes. And did they ever talk to you about him making a will?
No, sir, not to my knowledge.
Has anyone paid you for testifying today?
No, sir.
I'm pass witness to Miss Walsh
Yes.
at Loudon.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Manbretti, my name is Lori Walsh. I'm the attorney ad litem in this case. We've briefly spoken. Do you recall our conversation?
Yes, I believe it was last week sometime.
Okay, and you indicated to me at that time that you only knew the decedent to have had 3 children, Tiffany, Trevor, and Tyler. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and since our conversation, have you learned any information that would indicate that that is not the case, that he had more children?
No, I only know the 3 children of James Barrett.
Okay. And did you at any time know of Mr. Barrett to have taken anyone into his home and raised them like a child?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay, and you indicated to me in our conversation that Mr. Barrett was married to Olivia Barrett, correct?
That's correct.
And you never knew him to have been married to anyone other than Olivia Barrett, correct?
That is correct.
And you're not interested in Mr. Barrett's estate, meaning you're not inheriting in any way from his estate, correct?
Absolutely not. No.
All right, Your Honor, I pass this witness.
Your Honor calls my next witness, Jose Sanchez.
You may proceed.
Mr. Sanchez, please state your full name.
My name is Jose Luis Sanchez Jr.
And how are you acquainted with Mr. James Ray Barrett?
I'm his nephew.
And I guess you've been his nephew all your life. Is that correct?
That is correct.
How old are you?
41.
And during that time, did you have conversations with Mr. Barrett?
Did I have conversations?
Yes.
Yes.
Did he ever discuss with you the making of a will?
No.
You know him to have 3 children, Tyler, Trevor, and Tiffany. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any other children?
No.
You were not paid for anything to testify today. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I'll pass the witness to Ms. Walsh.
Ms. Walsh.
Good morning, sir. My name is Lori Walsh, and we've previously spoken about this case. Do you recall our conversation?
Yes.
And during our conversation, you indicated to me that the only children that you are aware of Mr. Barrett are Trevor, Tyler, and Tiffany, correct?
That is correct.
And you also indicated that you only knew Mr. Barrett to have been married to Olivia Barrett during his lifetime. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And since our conversation, has any information come to your knowledge that would indicate that he had any other children?
No.
Okay, and you indicated that you did not know of any other person who lived with Mr. Barrett during his lifetime who could claim they were his children, correct?
Correct.
And since his death, did you have any conversations with any of his children or his wife about whether a search was made for a will?
No.
Okay. And you are not interested in Mr. Barrett's estate and that you are not inheriting from his estate, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I pass the witness.
That's all the witnesses I have, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Walsh, judgment declaring heirship, do you agree with it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And y'all have agreed to an amount, I see it's $600 for Aladdin fees.
Yes, Your
Yep.
Honor.
Okay, hereby approve the judgment declaring heirship. And also the attorney fees. Counselor, you want to approve up your independent administration?
Your Honor, may I be dismissed?
You may be. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too.
Yes, Your Honor. Please see, your full name is Mr. Barrett, is that correct?
Tyler Ray Barrett.
And you are the son of Mr. G as the executor,
Yes,
and there's no reason you'd be disqualified to act as such, is that correct?
that is correct.
And you asked, there's a need for administration of the estate, is that correct?
That is correct.
And all your siblings have consented to you acting as executor,
That is correct.
and you're willing to act as such?
Yes,
And you asked the court to waive appraisers in this estate.
yes.
That's all the testimony I have as to administration.
All right, hereby grant the independent administration authorized letters. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, cause number 162, the state of Virginia, Ann McCamey. Ms. Price, good morning.
Good morning. I am here to prove it up, Judge.
Okay, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. My name is Cindy Price. I personally appeared here in open court and stated the following. Virginia Ann McCamey died on September 18th, 2021 in Baytown, Harris County at the age of 83. 4 years have not elapsed since her death. She was domiciled and had a fixed place of residence here in this county, in Chambers County, at the date of death. There was a document that she signed January the 14th, 2013 as her one and only will, and it was never revoked as far as I know. There is a necessity that exists for the administration. There was no child or children born to or adopted by her after the date of the will that she signed. And there was a marriage that was dissolved through the death of her spouse, Jack McHaney. He actually died September 26, 2016, and he was also named as the first independent executor in the will. And the successor executor judge is Samuel C. McHaney, and that is her son. And he is not disqualified. He is qualified to accept those letters of independent testamentary. So Judge, we are asking for that. And we're asking for appraisers to be waived. And this is not a Medicaid estate or a taxable estate, Judge.
All right, everybody admits will of probate and authorized letter. By the
Thank
way,
you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
congratulations.
Thank you
Look
so
forward to
much.
working with you.
Thank you, Judge. Bye-bye.
Aye. All right, calls number 164, the state of Lisa Marie Fleming. Good morning, Mr. Cotton.
He's on mute.
There we
There
go.
he is.
You ready?
Counselor.
Okay. Judge, my name is Weston Cotton, and Lisa Marie Fleming died November the 4th, 2021 in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas, at the age of 55 years. 4 years have not elapsed since her death. She had a fixed place of residence in Chambers County at the time of her death. And she died testate, to the best of my knowledge, with that will that was signed October the 12th, 2021, which you should have the original in the file. There is a necessity for the administration of this estate, and the will was self-proven. She never revoked that will so far as I know. There is no state, governmental agency, or charitable organization named in the will as a devotee. And after the date of the will, no child or children were born to or adopted by her. No marriage was ever dissolved after the date the will was made. The will named James Ira Fleming Jr. to serve as the independent executor, and he is qualified and not disqualified to serve. Judge, it is a non-taxable estate and would ask that the appraisers be waived.
So done. Everybody admits will of probate and authorized letters. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
You too.
Have a
Have a
good
good
New
day.
Year.
Happy New Year. All right, calls number 167, the state of Arthur Travis Lovelace. Mr. Zabrani, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. If I could I call Dave and Linda Palmer first, since this is a self-proving will, and I need their testimony to prove up the will.
Sure, you may proceed with it.
Mr. and Miss Palmer, can you see this document? And I've sent you a copy of it, have I not?
Yes, we have a copy.
And do you recall that day?
We do.
And on or about June 21st, 2005, did you witness Arthur Travis Lovelace sign this document as his last will and testament?
Yes, we did at his kitchen table.
Okay. And y'all knew Travis, did you not?
Yes,
Travis? And how long did y'all know him?
right
Right.
at 20.
25 years.
Okay, so he's not a stranger to y'all, and you knew him, and when he was signing that paper, you knew exactly who he was.
Yes,
Okay. And those are y'all's signatures there too as well.
yes.
Yes.
All right. I have nothing further of these witnesses, Your Honor.
Okay, you may, thank you, Mr.
Thank
Mr. Miss Palmer. You may proceed proving up the will.
All right. Your Honor, at this time, I would like to call Kay. Would you state your name for the record, Kay?
Yes, Kay Lovelace.
Now, Kay,
Morning.
is on or about January 27th, 2021, your husband passed away at the age of 73. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And at the time of his death, he owned property and y'all own property in Anahuac, Texas. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, at the time of his death, he had this will that I just showed Mr. and Miss Palmer. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And then under the conditions of this will, you are the sole divisee. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, at the time of his death, he did not have any debts or anything such as that, so we can probate this will as a muniment of title. That is, it's a one-time deal, and it's all open and shut today. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And it's not a taxable estate, and he was not a Medicaid patient at the time of his death.
That's right.
And Your Honor, since the proof of death and the application are almost identical, is that enough proof for you on the application as well?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. And with that, are you asking this court to enter this will as a muniment of title?
Yes, I am, please.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, everybody mentioned will of probate is immune of title. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, take care. Have a good day.
You too, sir.